Hello, it's Thursday.
Hey, this is Brittle, and this is our channel. Blame it on the 90s, you hear me? Brittany is the quiet one. She's my homie. Tammy is the trendy one, 'cause she on fleek. I should get paid for rapping. I mean, seriously.
Oh my god, Kitty. No, why? Kitty. I'll just scoot over. So it's Thursday and we're going to talk about scary stories. In particular, scary stories that have happened to us. I have kind of two short stories. So the first one, I was sitting in my bunk bed. I was at the top. You know, it was late at night, I was sleeping, and then all of a sudden the entire bed moved away from the wall. The whole bed. It moved away from the wall and then it slammed back into it. I have no explanation to this day, and I'm not sure if I believe in ghosts or not. Sorry for the cat. So it was Kitty. There. So my second story takes place sometime while I was in 8th grade. I was at a friend, her name was Megan. I was at her house, and there were 3 others, I believe, 3 to 5. This is exactly what I'm talking about. April. So we were staying the night, just gonna watch some movies like we usually did at Megan's house. And then something happened. It snowed! A lot! We all got snowed in, and there was no way we were going home that night. So school was canceled. All the roads were closed. We were not going anywhere. We were sitting in her kitchen just kind of eating, and we were kind of bored at this point. So Mandy turns around and she sees some footprints out in the snow, which is really weird. Because she lives out in the middle of nowhere, no one is walking around her yard. So she sees footprints, and we're kind of looking closer at them, trying to figure out whose it was. No one had gone outside because you can't. We couldn't get out any of the doors. We're looking outside of that screen door, and as we are looking closer, we notice something very strange. The footprints seem to come from nowhere. These footprints we could see clearly. They were obviously footprints, and they started somewhere in the middle of her yard. They came all the way up to the screen door, and they stopped, and that was it. A little backstory, the night before we were actually using a Ouija board, maybe. We had always known that Megan's house was haunted, because it seriously was. Her house was terrifying. Things would happen all the time that you couldn't explain, and I can't think of any real examples, but it seriously happened all the time. We used a Ouija board to kind of, you know, because we're middle school kids. I mean, it's fun to us. And then, you know, the day after happened, and these footprints showed up in the middle of the yard, leading to the house. No explanation for it. And it was terrifying. It might not sound like a really scary story, but trust me, for a bunch of middle schoolers who were just using a Ouija board the night before, this was horrifying. So those are my scary stories. We are going to be opening auditions soon for our channel, so stay tuned for that. There's going to be a lot more information coming toward you. We will keep you up to date. Stick around. You might be one of us soon. Alright, ta-ta people. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you have a very, very, very lovely evening. Bye-bye.